Alright parents, we're back again. Had a little bit of an interruption on the last video, so we had to pause it. We're going to take up right here with this 98 times 82. And like I said before, this is the way that most of us would write it down and work it out. And I mean, it can be a pretty intimidating problem for some of the kids that have trouble wrapping their heads around this. So this is basically saying we have 82 98s, or we have 98 82s. So what we're going to do here is we have our box already made for us. And all it was one big square that we cut into 4 little squares, and then we diagonal slashed all of them. So what we're taking a look at here is it's basically looking like a grid. I can multiply any of the numbers I want to together first, as long as they line up. And what I mean by that is if I have a 2 on the side, as I come into the first box, there's an 8 above it here, and as I keep moving, there's a 9 above it here. It doesn't matter which one of those I do first. I'm going to choose to do the 2 times 8, which is 16, and this is why we have the slashes, because we need a place to put both of those digits. So the 1 goes in front of the 6 always, because it is 16. Now we have 2. I'm going to move on in. We already did the 8. Now we have the 9, so that's 18. 1 down, 8 in the 1's place. So as long as it looks like an 18, and we knew that was what we wanted, 18, we're good to go. Now we have the 8 on top. As I move in, I'm on the 8 here. As I slide in, right above me I have an 8, so that would be 8 times 8. That's 64. And then I slide in further, I have 8, and I look above, I have the 9, so that will be 72. So now all the multiplication is done now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these lines right here a little darker and more dominant so that you can really see a separation here. And I even like to put my lines past the box sometimes to really show the difference there. So starting at the bottom here, we have a 1's place, the 10's place is between these lines, the next set of lines will be our 100's place, and then finally our 1000's place. And if the problem was bigger, it would just keep going 10,000s, 100,000s, and you could do this forever. So starting here at the bottom, what I wrote inside the boxes is I have a 6 by itself. So since there's nothing to add to it, our 1's place for the answer is a 6. Now once I hop past that line here to this next set of numbers, I have a 4, a 1, and an 8. This is our 10's place. We need to add those numbers together to get that. So I have 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. So I know that I can only write one digit down, so I'm going to write the 3 down in the 10's place, and I have to carry the 1 to the 100's place, just like regular addition. So now between these set of numbers, I have a 1, a 2, and a 6 right here. So I'm going to add those up. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 8 plus 1 equals 9. 9 plus the 1 I carried equals 10. So once again, I can write down the 0, just like when we add, and then I have to carry the 1 over here to where this 7 is at, in the 1000's place. 1 plus 7 equals 8, and now we have our 1000's place, and we're done there. And so that is 8,036. And over here on the side, I'm going to work it out just to show that you're still going to get the same thing. 98 times 82. 2 times 8 would be 16. Carry the 1 like this. Then you have 2 times the 9 equals 18, plus the 1 is 19. We're now done with that 2 on the bottom in the 1's place. Write my 0 down because this 8 is really an 80. And anytime we multiply times a number that ends with a 0, our answer will have a 0 at the end of it. 8 times the 8 is 64. 4 down, carry my 6. 8 times 9 is 72. Plus that 6 is 78. And now we're done with multiplication. We just have a regular old addition problem at the bottom. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 3 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 8 is going to be 10. 0 down, carry the 1 above the 7 there, and 7 plus 1 equals 8. And so you can see either way I'm fine with. As long as you can get that 8,036 like this, the kids are going to get to pick which method they work, that works for them. Most of the kids that have trouble with this, the standard, I guess, algorithm, you can call it, the standard formula that we've all learned on, most kids that have problems on this seem to do really well on Lattice. And I'm okay with both ways. Both ways will get you the same end result as long as you do your little multiplication facts correctly. So please, parents, study your multiplication facts with your kids. Drill them while you're cooking dinner. Bug them to death with multiplication facts. Because when we do these quote unquote big problems, these hard problems, they really aren't bad because we're thinking about them as just baby steps. If you can do 2 times 8, okay, we can do this problem. If you can do 8 times 9, okay, we can do this problem. So even though it looks big and intimidating, the kids are really starting to see that, hey, it's just a bunch of little problems that I have to do and then put them all back together. And they all can do that. But it's all about facts, guys. This is for the rest of this year. Work on those facts. If you have any questions about this video, please email me. Or you can give me a call, and I'll go over some of the steps with you and kind of hopefully help you go over this a little bit easier. And if you need anything, just give me a call. See you guys.